Welcome back to our Star Trek adventure. We cut last episode just as we were coming into the alien engineering space with the 4 port cores, and we paused right when we were making a decision. So without pausing, or correction, without unpausing, I'm just going to show you what those decisions are on the screen right now, so we don't have to. We'll get you caught up. And we don't have to waste precious time. And then I'm going to go with option 2. We have it handled again. He's not going to be all, sarcastic and things like that. He's a pretty good soldier or engineer. Not a soldier. We got told that several times. And we're going to do our part. So we're going to unpause, choose level 2, and continue on with the story.
Of the intricacies.
You're in good hands. We can do this.
I trust that you can.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
Again, I'm digging the blues and purples. These are like my 2 favorite colors, and they're all like illuminated. And yeah, blinky flashing lights are definitely my tism, so this is awesome.
What are we dealing with?
Whoa. Usually that moves a lot slower. Okay. We'll hit the right button. Alright.
Cores are running really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Hotari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
I heard
It's
something
right on
other
the
than
edge.
ship
We
there.
just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
Bet that console down there could tell us a few things. Whatever we do, we need to make sure that Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. So the question is, how do we make it happen?
Let's go left to right.
The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good. Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity.
Apologies.
The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
We'll be vulnerable. Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
You start thinking about the
Start
escape
thinking
plan.
about an escape plan. I have a feeling we're gonna need one.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
Yeah. You keep telling me you're the soldier. You do your part, mister.
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
You want me to phaser a warp core?
better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom... We don't know how much damage that cartabula will do if we accidentally crack it open.
Listen, the best way to make sure something goes wrong is to stress. Keep your mind on the job. You'll be okay.
Valid
Yeah,
point.
we will. It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
That's tricky.
There you are. Time to heat things up.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here!
They're cutting through the door. We don't have much time.
That was a great response.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Oh! Ah! Almost forgot. Ow! Oh! I am not looking at... I am not doing good. Not doing good. Not doing good. That was horrible. All right. Let's do this. Remember, I'm an engineer, not a soldier.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Oh, man. All right. We are going to win. Going to win.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Nope. Okay, get down, get down, get down, get down. Oh, man. Oh, we made progress. Progress.
Go! Finish!
Man, they have a lot of soldiers.
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the warp core done, or we're all dead.
Can she shoot? I am not the greatest shot. Okay. Where's the... Well, that seems a little buggy. Alright, where's the bad guys here? Any more bad guys? Hello? I'll take it. Again, I apologize for the bugs in the game. Hopefully it continues here. Oh, I hope yeah, I thought I missed that.
Critical level. Ejecting core. Warp drive disengaged. You did it.
You got another way out of here?
I think so.
Do I get a bigger gun?
Tosca, can you climb?
Oh, that looks gross.
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Sorella, my friend.
Bad guys is there?
You want me? I'm right here. You too.
Calm yourself, child.
Oh no.
It will all be better soon. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
We don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
As long as she's alive and her memories are still in there, there's still hope.
Hope is what you turn to when you have nothing left you can do. And there's still something I can do for Itasca. And I shall.
That was good. That was not the greatest fighting system, but I survived after like 3 attempts.
There's so much I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best. I can only assume this is one of your older starships. One would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage. But, apparently not.
The Resolute is primarily a research vessel, if that's what you mean. Not a warship.
Although she has been known to hold her own in a fight.
Against what?
Ouch.
Something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Tekon Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly join the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
I can't say that we avoid conflict entirely, but we overcome our differences because of our common interests and a shared sense of purpose. A general belief we are better off united than divided.
A concept almost Tekonian in principle. We're more alike than you might think.
I have to do some research on what makes him live so long.
If this is the best you have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvan, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. Given this is merely a research ship, I won't be able to find him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front. I'll need to make certain modifications.
I can't promise anything, but let me see what I can do.
Just know, without it, I won't be able to help you.
This isn't gonna fly.
I'll see you on the bridge. Captain Solano, I'd like to introduce you to Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tekon Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within the Federation, at least.
He's willing to help us.
He's been kind enough to agree to help us find Galvan.
I am at your service, to whatever extent I can be of help.
If nothing else, I'm sure you're happy for a change of scenery. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what, exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very successful.
You said you needed my help. I didn't come here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
And we do need your help. Absolutely. And we are grateful that you decided to come.
And your captain has an odd way of expressing his gratitude.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie.
Oh, Captain.
Clearly it's with the Tekon.
Shut it.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Tekon, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Tekon. As why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is. And now we're supposed to give him access to everything?
Captain, I know it's a risk. But right now it's our best shot at finding Galvin and that ship.
Now I understand your reluctance. I never imagined offering to help would be met with such ignorance. Bordering on incompetence.
If you're not enjoying your visit to our ship, we'd be more than happy to let you wither away back on your pathetic little rock.
Captain?
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego. I will not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Rydek, a word.
You'd think he'd be all-powerful enough to take our systems, and with what he did with the Enterprise, it's not...
Think. I waited 600,000 years for this.
You realize that's supposed to be in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start. But now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
I might otherwise agree, but you're missing the most important point. He's a Takan, and he may be loyal to the Takan, but not to the Scions of the Flame. He's against everything they believe in. You heard what he said.
There's too much at stake to be wrong on this.
There's too much
We
at
sought
stake
him
not
out for
to
a
help.
reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are. You know what this mission means to us. Not just for the Federation, but for me personally. I can't afford another screw-up. Losing the shield algorithms was bad enough. This could be the end of my career.
Captain, you have my word. I will do everything within my power to protect you.
I appreciate that. It's not just my career on the line here. It's both of ours. I'm going to trust your instincts on this one.
I thought I'd get a green for that
I just
one.
hope you're right. For both of our sakes. Let me know if you find anything.
We're good. You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology.
Let's
If his scion
crystallize our
Galvan
ship.
modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours. The galaxy is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
How
I
long will it
found
take?
something. There you are.
What is it? Galvin?
Someone is using Taconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know. Rydek to Solano. I think Portal may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
In the Palisades cluster.
Interesting. Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
Lieutenant Handar, set a course for the Palisades cluster.
Aye, Captain.
Maximum warp.
Well, I suppose I owe you an apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer. You always have my back.
I'm gonna give him a little bit
No
of a bone
apology
here.
necessary. Your concerns were valid.
Nonetheless, I should learn to trust your instincts, which were absolutely right. Nice work. Let me know if you find anything more.
Will do. What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Draconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Engineering.
Take care of the Draconian device, and I can find Galvan for you. It's designed to interfere with all transmissions, or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvan's ship.
Hold on. My understanding is that Takan technology requires a Takan to operate. Is there another Takan on this ship?
The Scions could have someone on the ship, doing everything they can to stop us from finding Galvan.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship. Engineers would have found this device already if it wasn't well hidden. Better to rely on my tricorder.
Okay. First of all, let's take a look at engineering. It's kind of cool how, like, almost every class of ship has a different warp core, and man, that wave sound I've always enjoyed. I found it very relaxing. All right, anything else on the inner side, or is it a mirror image? A little different. Let's go take a looky look. A little looky poo. Ooh. Can I just find it without...
There's a lot of noise in here. I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out.
Oh, I thought, like, right there. You see it? Right in the corner. It looks like there's something there. Alright, let's do our job. Let's see if we can find the radiation. Alright. Can we go... Can't even run. Alright.
That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
Okay. Man, sorry for the coughing. Can I go down? Can I go down? I cannot. Alright, let's... Oop, oop. Where are you? Where are you? Let's get out of the wall. Out of the wall. Let's go around this way. Right there.
A little bit of harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses.
Harmless?
Easy enough to cancel out. There's still something drowning out the tetrametric radiation.
Radiation
I need to
leakage.
find it so I could filter it out as well.
Harmless radiation leakage. Yeah, just harmless radiation leakage. That's what I want to hear. All right. I still think it's going to be there, but we cannot see it yet. So, nope, that's an actual color. No. Ah, here we go. Out of my way.
Jeffrey's tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go. I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
I'm gonna guess right where I found it. Bingo.
Found it.
Excuse me. Do you belong here? Commander Rydek. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
I was gonna say, I'm the XO. I belong everywhere.
Calloway, right?
Yes. You know, it means a lot that you remembered. What, are you doing back here? I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
Sorry, it's not something I can go into.
Right, of course. Forget I asked.
There is one thing you can help with. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Other than me.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around. I'm here almost all the time, but maybe someone else noticed something? But
that would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty. Oh, I'll leave you alone already. Oh, come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylus?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Thank you.
Oh, please don't be our friend.
Maybe Tylus saw something.
And now to explore sick bay. Great set designs. I mean, I know there's a Star Trek Online, but just to have a full sandbox. Oh, you can walk in. I thought you couldn't go through that. That was neat. But like a full sandbox where you can go through a ship like this and control, which is. Take a good moment to go to my other playlist. If you haven't seen yet, check out Starship Simulator on my channel, because the premise is basically just that. It's a sandbox ship, and the developer basically said, imagine you were given the keys to a starship. What would you do? And that is exactly what it is. I've done a lot of videos on the demo, kind of shows from the galaxy. As of this point, near the end of 2024. I haven't posted a lot just because the developments have been more small. Not really small, but nothing I think worth making videos out of yet. But that is definitely a game we're going to play more when it gets more developed and releases, to just play a sandbox in space. So if you haven't already done so, check those out and let me know what you think on that playlist.
Tylus, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
There's something happening. I may need your help. This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Draconian technology. Does that mean there's a scion on board? But Dr. Duvall bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member. I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
Someone evaded detection and planted that device.
Which would mean they've been with us this whole time. Watching, listening.
All the more reason why we have to find them.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the Scions as much as anybody.
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Clear.
Now it's your turn.
Sure.
Ooh, that would be a twist.
Clear.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
Duplicates? Yeah, let's get rid of that.
I'll filter out the duplicates.
That helps.
Guess we're gonna have to go through all of these anyway, but...
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering.
Now this is manageable.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari. Let's see who's left. No, this can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4. Which would have been the perfect opportunity. And no one would question him. He's the captain.
Oh,
I've known
crap.
Captain Solano for almost my entire life. I wouldn't be here. Or who I am without his help and guidance. If this is true. If they really got him. Then this is just devastating.
I know it doesn't look good, but we don't know for sure. Not yet.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's not going to be easy. First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
I'll need it. I've found the device.
Jedi.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Trekkie. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal. Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire, but it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
Can you stop him? Cripple their ship somehow?
I'm afraid they are too far away for my powers to reach them. We need to be much closer. And even then, they may have defenses against what I am able to do. If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Trekkie were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew, and it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is?
I'm going to
They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not
I gotta
on
call
your
him out.
side.
I'm fairly convinced they bioformed Captain Solano.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like him. That explains it. Bioforming was so rare at the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Proof of your claim is something you will have to produce yourself.
Then we have to bioscan him. I'll talk to Dr. Duvall.
That's quite the claim. Told me you were worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
Well, it would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right, this is the worst case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared for this? If you fail, that's it. The end of your career. Maybe your life.
I don't know if I would be on my own. But with your support, I'm sure we can do it.
Well, that smooth talking may come in handy. I'm in. But we can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim, or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
I would choose a tactical officer, but the lieutenant really has some. Sorry, that was probably hard to hill.
Down to one reactor. Thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Takan enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
So there's some great plot points coming out. We have a possible saboteur on board, possibly the captain, which will be... It would explain a lot, but I think that might be too easy of an explanation. I'm glad it's not our new little alien friend there. But let's we're gonna stop here, and then we're gonna pick up our story in the next episode. So thank you for tuning in.